Hello, is that Jorge? Hello, Jorge. Jorge Fernandez, how are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? Thanks for saying hi. We're walking and talking. Most importantly, we're walking. YouTube, if you happen to hear that music, it is not my music. I do not own the rights to it, and I am not playing it. I'm outside. I'm outside. And when we're outside, there's no telling what we may hear, right? So that's not my music. Happy Freedom Friday. Hopefully you're free from the week, free to move into the weekend, and free to do some things for you and your family. Hopefully you're finally free to take a break. And for those who work on the weekend, listen, maybe you had your free days during the week, right? So now you're going to work this weekend. Maybe you were off a couple of days during the week, and those were your free days. Free for you days. Free for you Fridays. For those that work Monday through Friday, you wait until like what? 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Some people 6, 7 o'clock to hit that clock or to sign out or however it is that you leave work for the day, for the week, and you're free to go home. You're free to get away from the workplace. You're free to do whatever it is that you enjoy doing, even if that's just taking a break, having more time to relax and unwind. And remember, the weekend flies by, right? Thank you for that thumbs up. I appreciate you. The weekend flies by. So if you have an event on Saturday, that means you really kind of just have Sunday for yourself, right? Hey, Shawanda. How you doing, Shawanda? How are you? How are you? How are you? Hello. Thank you. I appreciate you. Just wanted to stop by and say, hey, Shawanda. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. We're freely moving into the weekend. Thank you for saying hi, Shawanda. You know, we just walking over here. We just walking. That's what we do. That's all we do. We walk and talk. We walk and talk. Sometimes we just walk. Every now and again, we walk and ride. Sometimes we walk and ride, but we usually just walk and talk. Just getting in this cardiovascular exercise. Moving these feet. Look at the feet. Look at the legs move. The arms are moving as well. We try to get in a brisk walk most days. We try to get in a brisk walk most days because the focus is cardiovascular, right? Improving stamina, endurance, tolerance, hitting those maximum targets. Hi, Azra. How are you? Uphill, uphill, uphill. We're going uphill. It's a battle, right? That's okay. We're battle ready. We're battle ready. Up, 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 up. Boom, boom. Now we're level. Now we're level. You're fine. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I'm glad you're doing fine. How's school going? What time is it, Azra? About 5 a.m.? 5 a.m., 6 a.m.? That's what I was about to say. I think you're like 11 ahead. About 11 or 12 ahead. 7:33. So your day is just getting started. Your Saturday is just getting started. Over here in the States, our Friday is winding down. Our Friday is winding down. Yep. Our Friday is winding down. So you're well into the weekend. Do you have any plans? Potentially inappropriate messages are held for review. Uh-oh, who put in an inappropriate message? Who put in an inappropriate message? Huh? The studio is going to tell on you. Thank you for those thumbs up. I appreciate you. The studio is going to tell on you. I have the same two big backs that always dislike my shorts, but they stay watching my shorts. The same two big backs stay watching my shorts. And they're the only two that do it. The studio tells on you. So whoever tried to leave a comment just now, usually it'll let me see it. Let me see it. I thought he was going to blast that music. It won't even let me see it. So it must have been really bad. It must have been really bad. You guys know it's getting darker earlier. Okay? All right. We're falling into autumn. We are falling into autumn. We have fallen into autumn. Okay. That looked like that was a troll. It finally did pop up, so we're just going to hide him. Because if YouTube held it, now I will say sometimes some stuff gets held and I think maybe they don't quite get the context, and it's okay. But YouTube know when people are trolling. They know when people are trolling. I keep telling y'all, and I always say it, and I haven't heard anybody else say it. If trolls were to get paid, if trolls could get monetized, they would be the richest people on YouTube. They would be the richest people on YouTube, on the platform, on all social media sites. If trolls could get monetized, they would be the richest. So we got to keep stepping, keep walking. Most importantly, keep moving. Keep moving. One step at a time, one foot in front of the other. We walk, we jog sometimes, especially in the mornings. But you guys know I don't jog much on here and I don't run on here because I have to hold my phone. And I don't want to drop my phone if I can avoid that at all, okay? I don't want to drop my phone if I can avoid that at all. Hello. I don't know what language that is, but if it's inappropriate, YouTube may catch you. But hi, thanks for saying hi. Our language is set to English, so I don't know what that is, but hopefully it's something nice. In fact, I usually just remove those comments because if I can't read it, it doesn't need to be there. And if I were to speak, I do speak a second language. Not as fluently as I would like. So Since I'm not one of those people that speak 3, 4, 5 languages, if it's in a certain language, I just can't let it stay because I don't know what you're saying. Okay? I don't know what you're saying. It's just like when you go to a foreign land, foreign country, and people are speaking, and if you don't have an interpreter there that you can trust, you don't know what the heck is going on. You don't know what they may be saying. It's been 12 minutes. 12 minutes. We're going to try to at least go another 8 because we've been trying to cut the lives down to like 30 minutes because we get like an hour, hour and a half of cardio in the mornings. But I still usually come on here, used to come on here for like a 2-hour walk, which is good. More steps, you keep moving. But there are so many other things to do, right? Other platforms to tend to, other channels to tend to. So YouTube, that is not my music, okay? I do not own the rights. So you gotta keep moving. And you have to move differently. So we strive for 30 minutes to an hour now in the evenings. And we're building up another platform. So I have to spend more time on that platform when I get off in the evenings. Hey, Betty, Retirement Days, Comfort Foods and more. Hello, listening while frying fish. Uh-oh, you doing a video, Betty? Are you going to record that fish? Are you going to upload that? Even if you're not actually doing the video, you can upload a shot of it and let us see it. Fish Fry Friday. Fish Fry Friday. A lot of people enjoy fish on Fridays. That's their day for fish. I can eat fish any day, but that is a good day for fish. Like on jobs I've worked at, a lot of times they would like have fish fries and stuff like that. The food that would be prepared that day on site would be fish, coleslaw, maybe baked beans or something like that. Just like on Tuesdays, a lot of times people have tacos, taco burgers, taco salads. Not just tacos. You could have tacos, beef, chicken, turkey, or whatever, salmon, right? Tacos, all kinds of tacos. You could have taco burgers made out of those same meats. Taco salads, taco bowls. Get you a taco bowl and make a taco salad. That's a good thing to do on Tuesdays if you don't have a clue to what you want to eat. And it's fast. It's fast. It's quick, easy, peasy. And you can feed quite a few people, right? You could have ground beef, right? Ground turkey, ground chicken, salmon. Or you could have beef chunks, chicken chunks, turkey chunks, right? And on Fridays, Fish Fry Friday, we would have all different types of fish, as long as it was fish. Some people do seafood Saturday, seafood Sunday, soul food Sunday. We do soul food Sunday. All right, because listen, that's the day when family gets together. Family and friends get together, and even if you don't leave home and nobody comes to see you, it's just something about Soul Food Sunday takes you back to the day, to back in the day. Now sometimes Soul Food Sunday, maybe you didn't feel like cooking on Saturday night or Sunday after church. You might go out and have a nice dinner. But hey, if you don't have any ideas, you don't have to. You can like make it Monday, because Monday is usually kind of rough sometimes as far as like kids, work. If it's the first day of work for you, if you work Monday through Friday, the kids, it's the first day of school for the week. Some things on Monday just happen that usually happen on Monday, and sometimes things get carried over from Friday, which puts an extra load on Monday. So sometimes Monday you just gotta make it happen. Monday, make it happen, okay? Make it happen Monday as far as your meal, okay? Tuesday, tacos. Wednesday, wings. And if you don't want wings, just do some other chicken, some other type of chicken. Thursday, you might have to refer back to Monday, okay? All right? Throw it together Thursday, right? Or throw it together Thursday can mean sandwiches. It can mean leftovers from Tuesday, because some people keep their leftovers for 2 to 3 days. Or it can mean leftovers from Wednesday. So throw it together Thursday. You got fish fry Friday. Fish fry Friday. Okay? You got sandwich Saturday. Sandwiches can be healthy, right? You can have healthy sandwiches. Sandwiches on Saturday, or seafood on Saturday, and then soul food on Sunday. So have that lineup. And when you get tired, you don't have to eat each thing each day. Switch it up. Maybe have tacos on Saturday, sandwiches on Tuesday, seafood on Sunday, soul food, save it for Monday. Cook it Saturday night. Let the flavor settle in all day Sunday. It's already prepared. Jump up and do it Monday. So you gotta figure out ways to make it work for you. But it's nothing like when you forget to take it down, is it? Like you forget to take your meat down and you gotta you gotta make it work. So Sunday, soul food Sunday, or seafood Saturday turn into make it work Saturday or Sunday. Listen, as long as we eat, right? As long as we eat. As long as we eat. And of course, what do I tell you guys every time we go live? Make sure, I encourage you to get you an hour worth of cardiovascular aerobic activity in each and every day. There's nothing wrong with walking every day, okay? Nothing wrong with walking every day. Or jogging, running, skipping, hopping, walking in place, marching in place, riding your bicycle through the neighborhood, at the park, getting on your treadmill, your walking pad, your elliptical, all right? Going swimming. That's 11 things, guys. That's 11 things. And all of them are free except maybe the swimming and the treadmills, the equipment. You have to purchase it. But once you make that one-time purchase, make sure that the purchase is good. You don't have to worry about buying it anymore. And for those who like to, if the gym is best for you, listen, they've already started the sales. You know how usually they start the gym sales? Well, a lot of times they have them throughout the year, but during the holiday season, they start pushing those really hard in December, right? Because they know a lot of people get slack and lack in December. So they push that, well, for November and December. People are eating. For some people, it starts with Halloween. So they're pushing those different gym memberships, right? Pushing those gym memberships. So if you do pay, that's probably a good time of the year to get you a contract or an agreement where you don't have to pay as much. So that's good. That's good. So I just told you about 11 things that you can do, and about 9 of them were free. About 9 of them. If you can, you're in an area where you can go mountain climbing, skiing. That's great. Uh-oh, y'all, there he is. Look at those eyes. You see his eyes? His eyes were so pretty. So I just named like 11 things you can do. And I'll say 9 of them, I'll say at least 5 of them were completely free. The other 4, maybe you make a one-time purchase, take care of your equipment. It'll last you a very long time, especially if it's good equipment, okay? And if you're used to this and you're true to this, you don't have to jump up and go start running trying to buy a million things if you're used to this and you've been doing this, because you'll already have it. And if you're about your business and you know what fitness and training is all about, you'll know that half the equipment that we purchase, we don't even need. We don't even need. Your body is equipment. Your body is equipment, right? You have things in your home that you can use as weights. Your body is, you can use your own body weight to work out, right? So if you're used to this and you're true to this and not just new to this, you'll know that you don't have to break the bank. You don't have to break the bank. Use what God gave you. Use what your mama and daddy gave you. Shake what your mama gave you. Shake what your mama gave you. Same way with working out. Same way with working out. We got action, y'all. We got traffic. So we're going to do what? That suggestion of marching in place. Pull up those knees. Pull up those legs. Pull up those. Work those hip flexors. Those knees. Those ankles. Watch the feet move. Watch the legs move. Get up and move yours. I'm not here to motivate you. If you find motivation in something I say, hooray, hooray. But I'm here to encourage you to do the things that hopefully you've motivated yourself to do. All right? We walk and talk for a plethora of reasons. Good reasons. But if it's too much for you, just walk. Just walk. Just walk. Just walk. That's the most important component. Not that it just sounds cute. All right? Walk. 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 And if you can comfortably talk, then do that as well. Do that as well. You're going to be a little bit winded. Of course, you're walking, you're talking. Your body is a machine. It's working. You know how sometimes, even when machines are great, doing great, they don't necessarily squeak, but they make noise, right? So if you're a little bit winded, know what's within normal. Okay? Know what's within normal. All right? Know what's within normal. Keep up with yourself. Compete with yourself. You shouldn't be competing with people you don't really know. You don't know their history or their background. If they're an athlete, if they were in marching band, military, all right? And you're trying to compete where you don't compare because you know you did none of that. Maybe they were on track team, cheerleaders, cheer squad, plays all types of sports. And as they got older and became into full adulthood, they continue to do those things, right? Even if not as regularly from time to time, enough, right? So stop trying to compete where you don't compare. Don't compete with what you don't know because you will never compare. Be you and take pride in being you. Don't let somebody else's goals be your goals, right? You can have similar goals. We can have some of the same goals. But your journey will not be their journey. Maybe similar, but if you don't know, you don't know. How they say, if you know, you know. Some people don't know, and bless their hearts, they break the bank, their mentality, their mental health, running behind somebody else's goals, running behind somebody else's abilities, running behind somebody else's limitations. Because everybody has some degree of limitation, right? I can shoot basketball, but I can't shoot with LeBron, okay? Everybody has some degree of limitations. So stop trying to achieve other people's aspirations and goals. Have your own. They may be the same, they may be similar. But you will not be able to get that goal, accomplish that goal, chasing behind somebody else's journey. Hey, Joshua. How are you, Joshua? Joshua says, hi, Lion's Pride. Welcome, welcome, Joshua. I'll be on here for another 7 minutes. Thank you for stopping by and saying hello. Thank you for saying hi. I appreciate you. Make your workouts count. Make your walks count. If you want to kind of just walk to lose weight, whatever your goals are, either way, hopefully it will help you mentally. I pray it helps some mentally, for real, for real. Hopefully it'll help you mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Okay? Remember, over here in Lions Pride, we do not what? Medically, professionally, or clinically assess, diagnose, treat, evaluate, or prescribe. Right? We are not your healthcare provider. The channel is for informational purposes only. We tell you about things. We drop nuggets over here. We drop nuggets. We tell you about things that work for us and for the people that we know. Right? We tell you about the results that we've achieved, the accomplishments that we have, and that people we truly know have. Not people that we message for ideas all the time. Not those people, okay? Not those people. Not the people that you see on social media every day. All right? You can find information from them. You can get motivation from a stranger. But my goal is to motivate children and young adults. Because when you have seasoned adults, they will tend to latch on. I don't know if it's because of where they are, in the journey or what. But children and young adults are more eager to learn. And then they go about their way. They don't latch on to you, right? They don't latch on to you. Sorry about that noise, guys. But it looks like it's the insect guy. It's the insect guy. Uh-oh, I think he ran out. There it is. There it is. There it is. I'm going to let him do his thing. We're going to wait for a minute. Because you know what we like to do. We like to take deep breaths, right? And so we need to wait a while. So we like to take deep breaths. We inhale and exhale. We inhale and we exhale. We inhale and exhale. So he came from one way and went down one way. He's going up the other way. And we just keep moving. Even though we stop, we take a break, we keep moving, keep walking in place. We're marching. Again, we're using these hip flexors, right? Pulling up from the hip, using those knees, using those ankles, using those feet. March, 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 march. All right, I just told you guys about 15 things that you can do. Walking and talking is great. It's the freest exercise, right? All right, for some it's the easiest. But when you get bored and you get tired and you hit a plateau and it seems like you're just not reaching those goals like you were, switch it up. You switch it up. And if you are a fitness person, you don't have to be a fitness expert, but a true fitness person, you'll know that. Switch it up. Switch it up. All right? Again, I'm here to encourage you to continue to do the things that you have motivated yourself to do, or maybe even found motivation from someone else. If you can find motivation from wherever you can find it from, good. But my purpose, my goal is to encourage, because it's hard to motivate people. I want to motivate those I know and love, that I can reach out and say, hello, what's up? Because I know them. I know them, and I know what they're capable of, right? We've talked about goals, dreams, aspirations, right? Missions, accomplishments, accomplishments we're trying to accomplish. I don't know these people that you don't know. They get weird, right? They get weird. So help who you can. And usually that is the person that, or the people that you know and love. And then you just keep moving. Keep moving. If I can encourage a stranger, then I've done what I want to do. But most importantly, encourage yourself. Motivate yourself. Motivate yourself. All right? So we're going to start slowing down into the cool down. Walk was somewhat brisk. It was somewhat brisk. Again, some of us exercise for very different reasons. Some of us exercise for similar reasons, right? Some of us exercise for fitness, just to stay fit or to improve your fitness level, to increase your stamina, to increase your endurance. And if you're exercising for that, you're going to most likely have a brisk walk, right? A more brisk walk, or brisker. Is that a word? Brisker walk, right? You're working on your cardiovascular endurance, your stamina, okay? So we want to slow down. But then if you're walking for weight loss, you're going to probably have longer walks, right? Longer, slower walks. You still get into fat burning, okay? You still can get into burning that fat, right? Low intensity. You want to know what your maximum heart rate is. And you want to have your target heart rate set, okay, at about 60 to 70% of that, all right? So that you can get into burning that fat, burning those fat calories. You want to do that brisk, high-paced walk. You want to get into burning fat and carbs. So you won't burn as much fat percentage-wise, but you'll burn fat and carbs, right? So it just depends on your goal. And sometimes it's not to lose weight. And you may be happy with your cardiovascular health, but you want to continue to maintain it. So you may do whatever you feel. One day you may walk briskly. One day you may walk slowly. Because movement, remember, when I say walking and talking, the walking is the key. Well, the walking is the movement. So the movement is key. Whether it's to become fit, increase your fitness, lose weight, drop some pounds, or for your mental. Remember, exercise helps release those feel-good endorphins, right? Those natural drugs that your body makes to make you feel good, okay? To let off steam, to release stress. It may not remove all your problems, but to release stress. So whether you're walking to, support your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health, your spiritual health, to lose weight, the movement counts, right? Depending on your goal, and how you attack your goal, that determines how fast you'll lose the weight, right? If you go more high intensity, you're going to drop more pounds. If you go more low intensity, you're going to drop the pounds, but you're going to have to go longer, okay? Longer. Joshua says he is good. So you guys, we're going to go over the R words, right? This is the weekend. It's Free Yourself Friday. So I need you guys to, if you have not gotten that chance to do so during this week, I need you to relax, release, relate to what you can, resolve the things you can, remove the places that aren't for you, the people, God knows the people who aren't for you, remove them and remove yourself from those people, places, and situations, right? Remove. Sometimes you can redo some things. Sometimes we don't get a redo, right? But sometimes you do. So if you do, redo. Get your redos done. And if there's something that you want to change that you can't redo it, make it better. Make it as better as you possibly can, okay? Restore. Over the weekend, like I said, the weekends fly by. Tomorrow is like Monday, right? Monday seems to go slow, but Saturday seems to fly by. But best believe me, time flies, even Mondays. So cherish your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Cherish them all. Love them. Love them. Got music. He turned it down. He knows that I have to turn the, I usually mute. So, you know, cherish each and every day. But Saturday is kind of like Monday. Sunday is kind of like Tuesday. And the next thing you know, what are we saying? We're saying hump day. And so when it comes to the weekend, Monday is like hump day. You get there before you know it. Okay? You get there before you know it. So if you haven't had time to rest and regroup, revamp, restore, replenish, refill, rejuvenate, all right, become reacclimated, okay, revisit, right? Try to do it on the weekend. Like I said, I know it goes fast, but if you work Monday through Friday and you got kids, you got practices, listen, sometimes you just don't get time to do it. So even if you have to help with homework, even if you get ready for church, maybe you have an event this weekend. Hopefully your weekends are a little bit freer, okay? And you can do some of the things and get some of the rest and relaxation that you don't get during the week. Some of the sleep that you don't get during the week, okay? No matter what season it is, make sure that you're getting plenty of water, okay? Unless you have a reason that you shouldn't drink as much water, okay? All right? About 6 to 8 ounce cups or glasses per day, unless you have a restriction. Unless you have a restriction. Okay? Remember, movement, exercise helps with those numbers. I'm not going to tell you that it's going to put your numbers where you want them to be or you need them to be, but they definitely can help you. And if you feel like they're not helping you, I bet you feel better. I bet you feel better. Hopefully your stamina improves. Hopefully your endurance increases. Hopefully your stress will go down. Even if the things that cause you stress don't completely go away, just try to get up and move. Why do you think boxers get up? Boxing is their profession, but as soon as they get stressed out, they get up and they go jogging, running, or boxing, right? Right? So find that cardiovascular stress reliever for you. Find that cardiovascular stress reliever for you. Find that cardiovascular aerobic activity that is a stress reliever for you. Okay? We just named a lot of them. And always, always, always consult with your primary healthcare provider. Don't do anything I say or anything you see me do. I'm mostly a shorts channel, guys, right? So anything you see me do on my shorts, anything you hear me say on my lives or my shorts, don't do those things unless you talk to, consult with, converse with, communicate with your primary healthcare provider, his nurse practitioner, his physician's assistant, his staff of nurses, okay? You've had injuries in the past, your physical therapist, your occupational therapist, all right? And for a lot of people, half of it is in what? The diet. So your nutritionist, your dietitian, your specialty doctors, okay? All right? Your mental health coach, your psychologist, your psychiatrist, and don't be ashamed to use them, okay? They are there because there is a need. Don't be ashamed to use them. Talk with them. Talk with them. They're your team. Remember, they're your football team. They're your basketball team. Your doctor is your coach. Your healthcare provider, they're your coaches, right? You're the star of the team. Or like I like to tell you guys, they form a circle around you. They're the cell. They're the atom. You're the nucleus, right? They're the cell, the atom, and you're the nucleus. You are the star of the team. You're the most important part of that team. You should be your biggest advocate, okay? You and your family and friends are your advocates. But you, as long as you can be, you should be your biggest advocate, all right? When something doesn't seem right, feel right, listen to how your body feels. Combine those senses. Listen to how your body feels, all right? Let your healthcare team help you. Light exercises you can do. Don't do anything that doesn't make you feel good. Anything that causes you discomfort. When you need to slow down and or stop, do so. One, both. Okay? All right? It's okay. Nothing wrong with stopping. If you haven't done it in a while or you've never really been a person to exercise. Start the next day. Start the next day. All right? Start the next day. And I'm not the one to tell you guys to have patience because my patience, that is a flaw that I have, a lack of patience. A lack of patience. I've told you guys that for like 3 or 4 years. But that's something that I constantly work on. I constantly work on. So getting yourself in the shape that you would like to be is something that you have to constantly work on too, right? So you have to have some degree of patience. I do have some degree of patience. I have gotten better. Okay? Okay? But when it comes to working out, listen, I just work out. All right? I just work out. The Lord's will, I just work out. Right? It's a lifestyle. It's not a competition because nobody can compete with me who doesn't compare to me. Right? I can't compete with anybody but myself. Who I was yesterday, earlier today, yesterday, last night, last week, last month, last year, years ago. That's all I can do. And try to be better. Try to be better. Work on being better. Remember that 4-letter word? S-E-L-F, self, S-E-L-F, self. Self-love, self-motivation. Motivate your damn self. Self-dedication, self-determination, self-esteem, self-control, self-improvement, self-evaluation, self-dedication. Did I say self-esteem? Selfish, selfishness. Those 2 words sound negative, but they don't have to be negative because you need to be selfish sometimes. Why? In order to continue to take care of those that you know and love. Okay? Those who have been in your lives all your life. Those who have been who you've been in their lives all their lives. Okay? Your parents, your grandparents, your children, your spouses, your family members, those friends that you grew up with, maybe those friends that you went to college with, maybe a friend you didn't meet until you were 32 on a certain job, but they were true to you and you were true to them, right? And they never or they rarely let you down, and you never or you rarely let them down. You bicker, you argue, but you know each other. So you want to, be able to continue to take care of all those people. Because those people fall right into the category of family, right? Because we do that with family. So don't waste your time on the ones that you don't know, who don't know you, can't compare to you, you don't want to compare to. And you never find yourself trying to compare to, whether they compare to you or not, right? Because you cannot compete where you don't compare. And if you don't know someone, you can't compare. So you can't compete. You're wasting your time, money, okay? That's money and energy. Your time, money, and your mental peakness. Don't waste that. Remember, movement, relieving stress, is not just about the physical. It's about the mental, the emotional, and the spiritual, because it's all about heart, mind, body, and soul. Right? Heart, mind, body, and soul. So don't let bother people bother you. I say that to you and I say it to me. Don't let bother people bother you. And if they start bothering you a little bit too much, and the impatience in you get you, you just can't tolerate them for a minute, be petty with them and laugh at them. Laugh at how new things seem to them. Okay? Laugh at how they're just now realizing certain things that they just aren't true to. Right? Just be a little petty, because when you become petty, you start to relieve the stress in a better way. So don't let these bothered people bother you. Don't let stressed people stress you out, because that's what some people mean to do. That's what their goal is, to stress you out, because they don't have it good at work, or somebody's stressing them out at home. Okay? So they want to stress you out. Right? Right. They want to stress you out. They want to stress you out. So you just throw a little pettiness back their way. And you keep moving. Keep moving. Not just when it comes to exercise, when it comes to irrelevance. Keep moving. Past, beyond, around, to the side, over, under, however you need to do to get past it. All right? Don't let bothered people bother you. Don't let stressed people stress you out. And if you find yourself in a misery lounge, and when I say a misery lounge, I mean somewhere you went and you thought things were cool, you got comfortable, you sat back, you probably looked at the big screen TV on the wall, you put your feet up, you start eating the mints and the nuts, you started having a few nice drinks, finger foods, and they were all cool and okay, and then all of a sudden they start to unzip the sheep's clothing and you see the wolves come out. Grab your grip and go. We call that GYGAG. And if they come into your lounge and you've been that nice to them and you've offered them those things, okay, then it's okay for you to kick them out of your lounge. They need to grab their grip and go. GTGAG. Okay? That's what we do over here. We talking like little codes and acronyms and things like that. Like M&M. M&M over here, we're not talking about the chocolate, the candy covered chocolates. We're talking about moderation and modification. Make sure that when you do your exercises and whatever you do in life, right? When it gets to be a bit too much, modify and do it in moderation. Modify it and do it in moderation, even when it's something that's good, until you're able to do it to the degree that you would like to, okay? So peace, positivity, and prosperity. And I will see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk and Lounge Pride. And you know what it is. Without that peace, there is chaos. Without positivity, there's negativity. Wherever chaos and negativity roam, people love it. They enjoy it. They feel like you're not prospering to your fullest potential. Some of them act like they're in your corner, right? But they'll even show you that they're not, because they'll give you that, well, just get over it attitude, right? Right. So you just get over it because it's happened to them, right? So they really couldn't handle it in the way they wanted to, or whether they handled it or not, they dealt with it. So you deal with it, right? They're in your corner though, right? Like I said, you gotta what? Remove yourself, remove them, but definitely remove yourself from people, places, things, and situations that aren't conducive to you being a better you. Okay? Remove yourself from people, from places, from things, from situations that aren't conducive to you being a better you. Just remove yourself. Remove yourself. All right? Because a lot of times if you say, you can give people tests. You can give people tests, right? You're the test maker, so you know whether they pass or not. And sadly, most times, they don't pass. You be rooting, you be thinking, and then they just let you know what you already know. They don't pass. See you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk in Lions Pride. Tomorrow is Saturday. Get out, do something. Go out with your man and watch some football. Okay, it's college football day. Okay, do something. Go get your nails done if you all about that. Go get your toenails done. Do whatever. Go shopping. Okay, go window shopping. You don't want to spend any money. Go window shopping. It's the holiday season. Go and see if you can catch a sale or two. Pick up on something that, for those who've done their holiday shopping already, you might still find something and get a bargain. Okay, I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, y'all.